Hi, Zeus here. Today we're going to talk about the transition over from 4 engines to 5 engines and the path that you need to take to work your way up to diamond level, and how to do combat at 5 engines and also base design. And when we opened up the 5th engine, we had enough keys to open up the troop health node, and our goal next is to open up the Dr. Kavan node. So when we opened up the 5th engine and that troop health node, this was the base that we started out with. And we went on a tear. We won 8 out of the next 9 battles with times, winning times anywhere from 2 minutes and 37 seconds up into the 2 minutes and 40 seconds range. We did actually have one very unique battle against someone who had 5 engines but chose not to put out the 5th engine or redesign their base, so beat them in 3 minutes and 6 seconds. Just to show you how extra powerful that troop health boost of 50% makes your troops and blows through a base that would have been difficult before you got the boost. So here's another one of the battles that we did. This is kind of an unusual layout. This individual's got all 5 bases along the upper edge, and the reason for putting the 2 boats down on the lower right is to make sure that your troops don't wander off onto those 2 sniper towers, wasting a lot of time. It's important to put down shocks and throw critters as needed to protect your Zookas. And the meta here, as I've found, is a couple different metas. There's one meta which is heavy Zooka, like what I'm doing here. But in the beginning, what you'll find is that people that have rocket choppers with private bullet are actually faster and can beat your base quicker if they don't mess up and lose some rocket choppers. The bombardiers are actually slower than a well-played troop combination of heavy Zooka. So I don't recommend opening up the bombardiers, although there is a way to attack my base with bombardiers that could actually win, and we might see one of those later in the video. One of the key things to worry about when you're in 5-engine combat is saving up enough gunboat energy to be able to take out the farthest engine with BART. And you also have to worry about the shock launcher that usually is deployed to the farthest right, so that it doesn't hold up your Zookas for too long, because you'll lose a lot of time if that happens. And occasionally, if your Zookas are low on health and there's some more mines, a health pack's really useful. So here's another attack we did. This is a more standard base layout. We took out that sniper tower again just so that our troops wouldn't wander over there and wasting a lot of time. This base was pretty easy because it didn't have any shock launchers. Here's another one of our attacks. This is a very standard base. This is a base like a lot of the leaders are using right now. And the reason why this kind of base is important is that when you get those boom cannons deployed, it's very difficult to use rocket choppers to attack this base successfully. So then it just becomes heavy Zooka combat. Although I've seen at upper levels and the diamond levels some other more unique combinations where there's a mix of heavy Zooka and Scorcher and Rocket Choppas. And, you know, always good at the end of combat to throw down a shock and flare to the final engine to speed up the final win. Here is the guy that went up against me here. He came very close. He only lost by 5 seconds. He did a split drop. And this is a very typical way that people are attacking my base with a split drop. Although I have to say he put too many boats down to the left. And that was probably the difference of the 5 seconds. That, and he wasn't really dealing well with the shock launcher there. Got the Zookas 3 or 4 times. And then boom, they hit some mines and went away. All right, here's another attack that I did. This base doesn't have the base to the far left. Again, we barred it out the farthest base to the far right. Always good to throw a shock down on the microwaver there and barred out the one shock launcher or shock it. There's this guy attacking me with warriors. It's pretty bold at this level. Warriors are extremely difficult to get through a base like this. And of course I have a death trap down there in the corner with the amplifier and the flamethrowers and machine guns for something like that, and they died. Here's another attack. This is a bullet rocket chopper attack. And again, he didn't have any protection for the rocket chopper on the far left. And he lost a few guys because the base is well designed to protect against them.
Many hours later.
So we got the keys to unlock and max out the boom cannon. That was really important to get us up to the diamond level. And I want to show you how the base changed. We redesigned our base based on what the leaders are doing. And here's some attacks on other players' bases. So this attack's going pretty well, although I'm losing a few guys in the minefield, but Dr. Kavan's second win was very helpful in that regard, bringing them back, and took out the base for the win. Once the boom cannons were deployed, we went up a lot. Here is an interesting attack with Scorchers and Bombardiers and Dr. Kavan. Anyway, he was able to clear the base, but the Bombardiers are just a lot slower than the heavy Zooka Dr. Kavan combination, and so we won. Anyhow, with these victories with the boom cannons, we moved all the way up from the mid 200 level on the US leaderboard to 236, up to 169, and ultimately to 139. So thanks to Hercules, as always, for the video editing, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you liked it, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel, and take a look at some of the other Boom Beach videos that we've got on the channel. Thanks so much. Till next time.